In the Hyundai Texans Radio studio with us, Cal McNair, Chair and CEO of your Texans, and Hannah McNair, Vice President of the Houston Texans Foundation. The McNairs, how's it going?
Great. How are y'all?
We're doing great. How's the offseason so far? I know there is no offseason, but we have to ask that.
We're waiting on it to start. So we enjoy our time. We miss the energy and everything when the guys are here, and so when they're not here, we really miss that and look forward to them coming back and having a great training camp.
Yeah, training camp coming up soon enough, and we'll have a lot to say about that. I know you two are very busy at training camp all the time, giving stuff out. That's got to be great to get that close to the fans, closer than even on a game day, really, right?
Well, and game days are different. You're focused on the game. I'm really nervous. It's hard to interact in a way that we can during training camp. You can be out there, you can mingle. You all have the same excitement and hope for the team. So it's a camaraderie that you're feeling as you're out there with them, watching the guys and watching practice.
And we're sharing the sweat with them.
Yes.
We're right in the heat and enjoying the interaction with the fans. And, we do toss a lot of T-shirts and hats and sign a lot of things. And so we have a lot of fun with it. And at the end, we're cooking some burgers again this year. So we're looking forward to doing that.
That's a little hotter than just standing on the sidelines.
Yeah, that's the main sweat there.
That's sweat.
I'm just a little disappointed it's taking us that long to put you on the grill because we just started that a couple of years ago. I'm a little surprised that we didn't get to that well before, but is that one of your favorite events, being able to do that and do it with the people you do it with and to meet the fans and do that? Is that a great event for you?
Yeah, that's something I look forward to every year. And it's going to be bigger and better this year than ever before. So we can't wait.
we'll wait and find out
If only he had
how.
time to actually do some real grilling out there. But burgers helps us get through the crowd.
We may try some double meat burgers. We're going to really go
Smash
all
burger?
out. Yeah.
So does he cook for you like that at home?
Oh, I get the good stuff. I get brisket.
Okay.
I get pulled pork. I get ribs. I get chicken.
So that's a definitive yes.
Yes.
Okay.
The ribs take a while. You don't want to have to do ribs at training camp. That would be an all-day kind of thing,
You might
right?
have to get John Lopez out there starting that with you.
Get the big smokers
Yeah,
going.
both of you have to be going.
Cal, you told a story, I think, of the late Bob McNair, and when he opens up the window and says, "Cal, are you grilling out there? Throw a couple of steaks on for us."
He would. And he would actually offer to bring some steaks over. And I go, "Dad, I got you. I'll cook some up and bring
I'll
them
cover
over
you on
for
this one.
It was, hey Cal, do you think I could throw a couple steaks on there? Yep.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Not a problem. Well, this summer, so busy with a lot of different things, including USA Flag Football, big showcase in L.A. And Hannah, I know she's next. You're next right here. I know gifting for the team, that's a big deal, to show support, to show that we care. And flag football means so much to us as an organization as it means so much to the city.
Yes, so we're gifting the 15U, 17U, and adult women's U.S. national teams exclusive She's Next gear. So they are going to be in L.A. next week for a week for USA Football's annual summer series, and that's where top athletes train, compete, and grow as players.
Mark and I have been talking about this, about flag football. And before I left Florida, this is years ago, it was just really on the periphery of joining FHSAA. And I remember being like, this could be a good thing. And I remember thinking, okay, high school coaches are going to be fighting because most of the athletes are playing basketball or soccer, and all of a sudden flag football comes in. I'm like, you're going to have a big fight. And it's really grown. It feels like it's grown exponentially here. When you showed us videos of your daughter playing, it feels like it's something that she's going to be able to play in high school down the road. Why do you think it's taken hold as much as it has, Hannah?
I think there's a lot of interest surrounding it, and you see that with the 500% growth in the last year. 500% growth. That's how much interest there is, especially here in Texas, which is why we needed to get it sanctioned. Florida has done a great job with flag over the years, and Texas is just getting started. We are just getting started. We are about to, I feel like it's about to blow up even more with the Olympics coming in 2028.
Yep.
And so for the athlete, for the female athlete, they are seeing different opportunities. And I know you mentioned basketball and soccer. It really doesn't interfere with those sports.
Right.
And we've seen that throughout this last year with girls who do play those sports coming into flag football and being able to compete at the highest level, even though they had never played it before. It does translate. I saw a lot of quarterbacks that were point guards in basketball. So it does translate over to this sport, and it provides a different opportunity to athletes that they didn't have before. And there's so many different athletes who aren't able to make the high school team for, let's say, basketball, or be on the track team, or be on the soccer team. And this is another avenue for them where they have the talent to do some of these things, and now they can put it into girls flag football.
Is it kind of a chicken and egg thing with colleges taking it on as a potential scholarship sport, some scholarships already being awarded? And if you have the high school girls participating, that encourages them. If you have the college scholarships available, that encourages the high schools, right?
Correct. It does provide opportunities for scholarships. Back in February, we did have a senior showcase here, the first, and there were 25 colleges that came to look at girls for scholarships. So it's already being done. I think we can increase it more, and I would love for Houston to have all the colleges here, the D1, U of H, HCU, all of the colleges here to also look into doing that on their campuses.
You mentioned the Olympics. It is 2028. It is a few years away, but we saw it way, way, way back in the day where interest in hockey took off when the United States team won in '80, beat Russia, Finland, etc. It feels like this could take off before that, but that the Olympics could really be kind of the fire starter to really kick it forward. You kind of see that is happening in flag football as well.
Absolutely. And with the NFL backing players who want to go play flag football, I think it's only going to get bigger before the Olympics. I think Josh Allen made a statement this past week about how exciting it is to be able to have that opportunity and actually represent your country in a sport that we all love and we know changes lives. So to do that in a flag football format is just the beginning. And to have the females be able to participate in that is huge.
Now, your kids have been involved. It's a different game. It is football, but it's different kind of football. And I think a lot of NFL players are going to be awakened to that because they played at the Pro Bowl, but it's not really what we see, is it?
No. I don't know if you can call that a really competitive flag football game at the Pro Bowl. After watching the high school girls here, and I mean, speaking of that, we're in 80 high schools, and we had over 2,000 female athletes this spring participate in a 6-week season that you saw the excitement, you saw the growth, you saw what it is going to be through these girls' eyes and the excitement, the celebrations they have with their teammates. I think it's going to be incredible.
What's the next step as far as getting it sanctioned by the state of Texas as a UIL sport? What are kind of the next steps in getting it there?
Well, with the high schools, with the districts, with our partners who are very critical in helping us get there, we just will continue to push forward and try to get it UIL sanctioned.
I think the championship games at the Bubble were so exciting.
Yeah.
It was really amazing. Standing on the sidelines, we talked a little bit during that day, the atmosphere, the awards, and it was just the kind of thing that's unforgettable for these kids to participate in.
Well, team sports is different. The camaraderie it creates in that locker room is something every athlete, once they're done playing team sports, that's the part they miss the most. And you can see it on the sideline. You can see them in celebrations. We also went to El Paso for those championships where we did beat the Dallas Cowboys, and I will mention that every time we talk about it. But you can see in the stands, you saw all the parents, all the community come out and just support these girls playing a sport. It is the ultimate team sport.
And it's fun to watch.
And
We're
it's
having
so
fun
fun.
watching the games, and they're very athletic. You could see some of them did have a basketball background as they're boxing out in the end zone, and others have different skills, the quickness things come out that may not show up in some of the other sports they're playing, but they get to show it in flag football, and it's just another avenue for the girls to have in pursuit of education and changing their lives through colleges and all that sort of thing.
I got to know who came up with the "She's Next" slogan, because that might be one of the best slogans I've ever heard for a particular sport. It's fantastic. She's next. It kind of encapsulates everything in the fact that this is really kind of the next avenue for young women to play this sport. Your daughter's been playing it. Do you foresee a day down the road that she might have scholarship opportunities to go play it in college? Is that something that maybe down the road you could see her doing?
If that's what she wants to do, absolutely. If you ask her her favorite sport, and she plays all of them pretty much, her favorite is flag football. And I will say it's because her self-esteem has grown through playing the game and seeing that she can have success. And for girls and young women, I think that is a key factor in growth, just for your self-esteem, being out there and watching the growth and the confidence that they lead with when they see success on the field.
I'd have high self-esteem, too, if I could break ankles the way she does.
Yeah,
all
that
right?
was
I've seen the
incredible.
video highlights, and it's unfair. Athletically gifted because you were a point guard.
Well,
right? You were the point guard.
yeah.
Did you play some flag in maybe
I
a gym
did.
class or wherever?
And it was fun, yes.
It was
and I was
fun.
quarterback. I mean, I was point guard and quarterback. So, yes, it does translate to all those point guards out there.
And Cal played for the Longhorns.
Yes.
This is unfair. This is genetics. It's
And I will say,
outstanding.
you asked the question about She's Next. That was a team effort and through our staff, and they've just been incredible from Amanda and Brittany and all the women that, what resonated with us and what slogan resonates with us to move this forward and would resonate with other female athletes.
Absolutely. I mean, it's so exciting. So the gifting for Team USA, wait, what are they getting here? Is that, Can you tell us? Can you tell us some
the
of
box includes the She's Next headgear,
Yeah.
which you may have seen on some of the girls in
yeah.
the championship game, gloves, a sports bra, arm sleeves, slides, and a jumpsuit.
All right, they're going to love this.
They're gonna love it.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. We have to ask you, because everybody asks me, how are we looking? How are we going to do this thing? What do you think? Come on. What do you say? What do you say to people? Because I know everywhere you go, people ask you that.
I think we have one of our best rosters. I think we have some young men that are really committed to winning and putting in all the work, and we saw that, on the field these last few weeks. I can't wait to get started. I love to win, and I just want to win the next game we play.
Very
Wow,
good.
that's well said. I was going to say 16-1, but I think I'm going to tell people that right now.
Why?
Would
Let's
you
say
say
that.
that?
Win
Knock
the
on
next-
wood.
Which
What are you
one-
saying?
Which one are you going to
Do you-
lose?
Do you know how many times we invoke your name late in the game?
Oh, yeah.
And Mark will say, this one's put to bed. And you're like, there's 3.5 minutes left. Do we need to
Mark-
have Hannah walk by the
Mark,
press box?
Exactly. They all say Hannah's going to be mad
All
at
the
me.
time.
I actually say that.
All the time.
But it's
I'm so
worked
glad
out.
I'm not listening.
It's worked out. It's worked
I'm
out
gonna turn
very
your
well.
mic off.
Well, thank you very much for joining us, and
Thank you
best
for
of
having
luck,
us.
obviously, with the season, but with everything with She's Next and flag football and everything we're working on as an organization.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having us.